Good evening, friends. Study with Apala, Engineering and General Geology, Parvin Singh book. Natural leaves. Chapter 4 Geological work of water. Natural leaf. These are essentials riverbank deposit made by river along its bank during flood. These may be defined as broad elongated ridge shapes deposits running all along the banks of a river in such a way that they contribute to the height of the bank. Natural levee generally slopes away from the river bank. The levees are produced due to depositions of a part of flood sediments along the bank. It is at the bank that a river in flood suffers a first check in its velocity whilst making an attempt to overflow them, and as a check in velocity means some depositions, the bank develops some raise in their height. The natural levees are sometimes helpful in preventing further floodings in a river, provided the volumes of waters during a new prospective flood is not much higher than that of a previous flood. So flood, natural levee and level. This is flood in figure, convex type, and this flat type, silt. So don't forget to make a diagram. So deltas. This is important definitions. Definitions: deltas are defined as alluvial spans of roughly triangular shapes that are deposited by major rivers at their mouth. Examples where they enter the seas. The terms delta was first used by Herodotus some 2500 years ago for the delta shaped deposit of the river Nile in Egypt at its entry into the Mediterranean Sea. So, these pictures: bottom set, fore set, top set, sea level, seesaw. Structure: deltas are quite complex in their structure because of operations of a number of factors during their formations, evolutions, and modifications with the passage of time. A typical simples deltas is commonly made of three layers, of which only the top layer may be subaerial, that is exposed on the surface. So in figure, the bottom set bed which forms the base of the deltas are characterized by gentle seawards inclinations. These are generally made up of fine size particles. As indicated by their inclinations, these beds are made at the very initial stage of delta development. The four set beds, these are the intermediate layer and often show very steep inclinations. The four set beds are made up of thick layers of sand and clay. Thirds, the top set beds are relatively thin layers, also showing gentle slopes over the four set beds. These are laid down on the four set beds again and again during subsequent flooding. Most deltas show a loaded structure, that is, they are divided superficially into separate regions by temporary streamlet formed from the main streams when it reach the original deltic materials. Many present days deltas are of recent origin, geologically speaking, and still in the process of seawards development. Growth of a delta. Growth of a delta. So the formation of a delta is explained by the fact that wherever a river enters a big body of standing water, its velocity is suddenly checked. The river loses its entity and becomes a part of the sea. So this process results in large scales, almost total depositions of the load being carried by the rivers till that point and place. The process of deposition may continues indefinitely, and the deposits begin being laid by its grown in size. In most cases, however, the growth of Deltic's deposit disturbs the equilibriums of the stream, which visualize its load in the immediately backward regions. It may acquire new routes towards the sea in either by making detritus or even by cutting new channels in its own earliest deposit. This may result in the formation of a lobe-like region in the overall shape of the deltas. Many deltas are of compounded growth formed in the above manner. Thank you.